Could you outrun lava? It's a question that makes you think, doesn't it? You imagine molten rock chasing scared people, but the truth is it's more complicated than that. Lava, the stuff that flows out of volcanoes, comes in different forms. Each type has its own personality, you could say. In this adventure, we're going right into the middle of volcanoes to understand these fiery rivers. We'll look at the science behind how they move, what makes them fast or slow, and how powerful they are. Come with me as we uncover the secrets of lava and find out if you could outrun a river of fire. Lava might be destructive, but it also creates things. When a volcano erupts, it spews out molten rock that can obliterate everything in its path. Yet, this same lava, once it cools and solidifies, forms new land, creating islands and reshaping coastlines. It's a force of both destruction and creation, a duality that has fascinated scientists and laypeople alike for centuries. But not all lava is the same. There are different types, each with its own unique characteristics and behaviors. Understanding these differences is crucial for predicting volcanic activity and mitigating its impacts on human life and the environment. Some types, like Pahuo, flow really smoothly, almost like it's dancing. This type of lava is highly fluid, allowing it to spread out in thin, broad sheets. Its surface often looks like a series of coiled ropes or shiny, undulating waves, a testament to its runny nature. Pahuo, because it's so runny, can move really fast, especially downhill. This rapid movement can pose significant risk to anything in its path, from vegetation to human settlements. However, its fluidity also means it can cool and solidify quickly, forming smooth, hard surfaces that are easier to navigate once the eruption has subsided. Then there's Aya, a much thicker, messier flow. Unlike Pahuo, R is characterized by its rough, jagged surface, which is formed by the breaking and cooling of the lava as it moves. This type of lava is much more viscous, making it slower and more cumbersome. It's covered in broken lava chunks, which tells you it's dangerous. The sharp, fragmented surface of R can cause severe injuries to anyone attempting to traverse it. This type of lava is often associated with more explosive eruptions where the lava is ejected violently and cools rapidly, forming a chaotic, rugged landscape. moves slowly, crunching over everything in its path like a giant bulldozer. Its slow movement allows it to bulldoze through the landscape, destroying everything in its way. This relentless advance can last for days, weeks, or even months, depending on the eruption's intensity and duration. So could you outrun these molten rivers? It's a question that might seem simple at first, but the reality is far more complex. Lava flows come in different types and speeds, and the terrain plays a huge role in determining your chances of escape. Pahoho, the runny one, can reach speeds of up to 10 miles per hour going downhill. This type of lava is smooth and fast-moving, making it particularly dangerous if you're caught in its path. Imagine trying to outrun something that moves as fast as a bicycle on a leisurely ride. That's a good pace for an Olympic runner, but for most people it would be really hard to stay ahead of it. Even the fittest among us would struggle to maintain that speed for long, especially over rough terrain, so. On the other hand, is much easier to outrun. This type of lava is chunky and slow-moving, often advancing at a snail's pace. It's the kind of lava you might see creeping along, giving you plenty of time to get out of its way. It rarely goes faster than a few miles per hour. You could easily walk faster than this slow-moving giant, but speed isn't everything. The consistency and temperature of the lava can also pose significant threats. You could easily walk faster than this slow-moving giant, but speed isn't everything. The ground around a volcano is really important too. The terrain can be treacherous, filled with obstacles that can trip you up or slow you down. Steep hills, rocky bits, and thick plants can all slow you down, making it much harder to escape the advancing lava. The uneven ground can be a major hindrance, turning a straightforward run into a challenging obstacle course. So, while it might be possible to outrun some types of lava under ideal conditions, the reality is that escaping a volcanic eruption is a complex and dangerous endeavor. Always be aware of your surroundings and have an evacuation plan in place if you live near a volcano. But flowing lava isn't the only danger from volcanoes. Pyroclastic flows, which are deadly avalanches of superheated gas and volcanic debris, are a force to be reckoned with. These glowing clouds can race down volcanoes at over 400 miles per hour, burning everything in their path. Unlike lava flows, which you might be able to outrun, you can't outrun a pyroclastic flow. They're just too fast and powerful. The eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD, which buried the Roman cities of Pompeii and Herculaneum, shows just how destructive pyroclastic flows can be. These events, thankfully, are quite rare, but they remind us of the immense power hidden beneath the Earth's surface. So can you outrun lava? As we've seen, it's not a simple yes or no. It depends on the type of lava, the ground, and how fit you are. You could probably outrun a slow-moving flow on flat open ground, but a fast-flowing Pahoho flow on a steep hill? Your chances aren't good. And don't forget about pyroclastic flows, those superheated clouds of gas and ash that are impossible to outrun. The best way to outrun lava is to not be there in the first place. Pay attention to warnings, know your evacuation routes, and respect the power of nature. That's how you stay safe during a volcanic eruption.